The story begins with a boy who doesn't know where he is, but there is an angel in front of him who is asking for help. He was bound by a barrier and powerful chains. The boy was very surprised that how can an angel ask for help from a human? He starts talking about a great war that happened ages ago between 4 species, and humans were also involved in that war. But why does no one remember this? And this is the thing that is bothering this boy. 10 years ago, there was a great war between the demons, i.e. the Raka Celestials of magical powers, like angels and elves, who are also called demi-humans, i.e. half human, half god, and the spirits and mythical beasts. Humans were also involved in this war. In that war, the humans imprisoned the cheetah and all the species in a building called Graviad, and in this way, peace was brought back to the world. A few hours before this boy, whose name is Kai, he had come with his companions to investigate one such Graviad. Kai's companions' names are Saki and Acheron, and both of them show laxity in their work, but Kai takes his work very seriously. On the way, Acheron says that there are 4 such Graviads in the world, so what will happen if he alone is serious? Kai says that, of course, the other 3 Graviads should also be given strict security, because if even one demon is released, then the world will be destroyed. Saki tells Kai to chill out, but Kai doesn't take them seriously. It's more important for him to keep an eye on the Graviad. These people are from the Urza Federation, who keep an eye on the demon's Graviad. We then see Kai and Acheron using the mythical beast's machine doll for combat training. Acheron was knocked out early on, and Kai repeatedly receives safety warnings, but he doesn't stop. He dodges and pushes her legs with all his strength, but the strength of a human body was not enough to move a mythical beast. It was Saki who had turned off the machine on time. Otherwise, Kai could have lost his life. Such training of Kai again and again scares Saki. She says that if Kai had existed during the Great War, then Kai's name would also have been recorded in the pages of history. Suddenly, the topic of Prophet Isekai'd comes up among them. Prophet Isekai'd was the person who brought peace back to the world by defeating all 4 species. He was special. He had a shining sword given to him by the divine gift of Arsala. He's called the hero of humans, but it is difficult for people to believe in this history whether Prophet Isekai'd and his sword were real, because unlike the heroes of other species, there are no photos or videos of him. Well, Saki calls Acheron and asks them how they are going to celebrate Gina's promotion. Gina is their friend. Acheron says that they should celebrate by giving a bouquet of flowers. Saki refuses but insists because Gina has been transferred to the royal capital. At the age of 17, no one has done anything like Gina, so Saki wants to celebrate by throwing a grand rocking party. Then Kai gets a message from Gina on his phone. She was calling him to the terminal at 10 in the morning, and she had refused to tell Saki and Acheron, but both of them had read the message, and now they both start interpreting it differently. Kai says that there is nothing like that and goes for his run today. The next day, Kai was waiting for Gina at the same place, and in some time, Gina also comes there. We come to know that Gina is going to be transferred, so she wanted to meet Kai once, but she was surprised to see that today is a holiday. Still, why has Kai come in uniform? We come to know that Kai has not skipped his training even today. He has come straight here after finishing Suba's training. Gina says that I like this thing about you. By the way, Gina wants to buy gifts for Saki and Acheron because they are also planning the same. Gina feels that this will be her last meeting with Saki and Acheron. Kai reminds her that she will return as a candidate in 2 years. Gina says that this is the reason why she feels this is their last meeting, because in these 2 years, their service will be completed and then they can live as civilians. Gina feels that she and Kai will always continue to serve the Humanity Age Agency as its soldiers. We learn about Gina's childhood dream, which she often tells Kai. Gina wants to surpass her father, who was the headquarter chief of the Urza Federation. After this, we see that Kai and Gina went shopping and spent a good time together, and now they both are going back home. Gina then starts talking about 10 years ago when Kai first went to the graveyard with Gina's father. Kai had insisted on going there, but when he returned from there, Kai was claiming that he saw the Scythe's sword there, although no one believed him. Whenever Kai remembers that day, he gets scared. Kai had fallen inside the graveyard. The place was completely filled with demons. Scythe's sword was in between them. As soon as Kai came close to it, things suddenly started disappearing. From that moment, Kai had decided that he would not let any demon come out of the graveyard. Therefore, Gina is completely sure that Kai will never leave the Urza Federation. However, Gina asks Kai where they both will be in the future. Kai then reminds her that she will return in 2 years. But here, Gina was talking about something more than that. Gina was about to say something to Kai when suddenly things started going wrong in a strange way. Kai was shouting Gina's name loudly, but surprisingly, no one except him could see this. Suddenly, the entire world disappeared into a portal. A robotic voice was heard there. The world is going to change. A new world is beginning. The next moment, everything changed. Kai City looked like ruins. Before Kai could understand anything, he saw a demon there. The first thought that came to Kai's mind was that Gravia had broken. That demon had seen Kai. It used its magic spell. To protect itself from that attack, Kai had placed his bag in the middle. Kai's bag broke, and his weapon Bahara fell out. Till now, all this seemed like a dream to Kai, but now he's convinced he's actually facing a demon. Before his next attack, Kai loads a bullet into his gun and cancels out his magic. This is a modified 11 bullet, created with 11 magic. This bullet has the ability to cancel out any kind of magic. He begins to create demon and magic circles, but somehow Kai evades each attack. He attacks the demon with his sword, but it has no effect on him. Then Kai shoots the same sword that killed the demon, which is as powerful as a mythical beast. This was Kai's first time using such powerful bullets, and yet his body easily endured it. This means Kai's daily training has helped. It has made him capable of fighting demons. While Kai was thinking about this, another demon appeared. This demon could speak human language. He was amazed to see how a demon could be defeated by a human. Kai learned from the demon that all humans have been enslaved by demons, and the demon saw that Kai could be a huge threat to them. He was going to destroy Kai, but then Saki, right before his eyes, whisks Kai away. Surprisingly, Saki doesn't recognize Kai. She even asks how Kai knows her name. Saki claims not to know anyone named Kai. Ashurin also refuses to recognize him. Kai sits quietly, trying to understand what has happened to the world. Kai learns that there's no such thing as the Humanity Age Agency here. Instead, Saki and Ashurin are soldiers at the residence. Saki is astonished that the man sitting in front of her, a human, doesn't know about all this. How could this man not know about the human rebel army and the residents? Ashurin explains that there was a great war between 5 species, and humanity was defeated. It's been 30 years since this happened. After the war, all species conquered every part of the earth. Kai asks what happened to all the humans. He explains that all the humans are trying to survive somehow. They have established a new world underground. Hearing this, Kai stops in his tracks and asks why humanity lost. To him, this question was completely childish.
This question was absolutely childish for them, because demons are very big and powerful, and they often attack in groups, so how could humans stand against them? Kai asks them about Prophet Sit, so these people did not even know about Prophet Sit. Kai is surprised. Suddenly the residents there start creating a ruckus, because the army force was passing by. We come to know that many more such cities have been established, and there too, soldiers are stationed to protect the people. They are commanded by the army force. Kai is surprised to see that the commander of this army force is Gina, and to the people there, she's a brave warrior. Saki and Ashuran report to Gina about Kai and how he was rescued. Gina also doesn't recognize Kai as she leaves. Now Kai, fed up with all this, shouts, stops Gina, and asks her, "Don't you remember me? You were shopping with me a while ago." They both leave. At night, Kai digs into the history of this world to find answers to his questions. He discovers that he and Sitka don't exist in the history of this world. Only then does Kai realize that if the Sitka don't exist in this world, and humanity has also lost to the other species, then what are the graveyards doing here? He finds the door broken. He goes inside and finds the Sitka sword, meaning that the stories written on the Sitka were not true. He takes out the sword, and then he hears a voice saying, "You have been chosen by fate. Never let go of this sword, child. This is a code holder of the continent." Because of that sword, a door opens up from inside, which a girl's voice was coming, asking for help. Suddenly, Kai starts disintegrating into particles. When he opens his eyes, he finds himself somewhere else. Kai trusts that girl and tries to break those chains, but his simple attacks were not enough to break those chains. Then Kai gets used to that sword, which he calls Code Holder, and her ordinary sword turns into Sit's sword, but this time its tip was sharp. With the attack of that sword, not only the chain, but the entire place gets cut into 2 parts, and the girl falls into Kai's arms. As soon as she regains consciousness, she flies away from Kai and suddenly shouts the name Vanessa loudly, probably before being imprisoned here. This girl was fighting with a demon named Vanessa, and hence he starts feeling that this Kai is also a demon whom Vanessa has sent to kill him. This girl was very powerful. Somehow Kai escapes from her first attack, But the next attack was even more powerful, and it starts destroying that place. Suddenly, Kai hears the same voice again, which he heard while changing the world. Code Holder can change destiny. You can even stun death coming towards you. The blade of the moss swings and cuts off the entire attack. Even the girl was astonished to see such power. She asked how a mere demon like her could do this. Kai told her that he was a human, not a demon, and that he helped her because she asked for it. The girl apologized to Kai and revealed that she didn't like demons at all. This meant that she wasn't a demon. Kai then asked her about her species. This means this girl is really very powerful. So Rin also says that you are no less. How did you cut my hamde? Kai tells her about the code holder. Suddenly, Kai sees something coming from a pot behind Rin. It suddenly attacks them. Kai saves Rin and starts running away from there, but she teleports her robotic hands, and with a code, she begins to erase Rin from this world forever. Kai was witnessing all this with his own eyes. He had never seen anything like this before. Kai regains his composure, and with the code holder, he cuts off the robot's arm. Not only that, even the robot was shocked to see the code holder in this world. It shouldn't have existed. That attack had torn a hole in that world. With his help, Rin and Kai are able to escape from that world. During this time, Rin saw the image of someone else inside Kai. As soon as she came to her world, Rin hugged Kai tightly. She was very scared. Tai also hugged her. Both of them are very alone in this world. Rin tells Kai that she was not adopted by any species. She was alone from the beginning. For the first time, she has met someone like Kai who has done so much for her. She says that the demons were the worst. They rejected her by calling her a curse. That's why she fought with the demon's hero, Vanessa. Kai also says that he feels the same way, that everyone here has forgotten him. The world he knew. There, humans won the Great War, but here, demons have taken over the human city. Hearing this, Ren was also shocked because when she was fighting with Vanessa, then she heard that the human's hero had arrived and that they were winning the war because of him. Kai excitedly asks, "Do you know Sid?" But Ren too had heard the name for the first time. Kai is disappointed, but he's also happy because they're similar. They both know the same history. Hearing this, Ren is surprised. She comes near Kai and asks, "Are we both alike?" This was the first time Ren had felt like one of their own. Her joy knew no bounds. As they were leaving Graveyards, Ren suddenly collapsed. She was very tired. Kai suggested taking her to the city, but Ren didn't want to go among humans. She didn't trust any species except Kai. On Kai's insistence, she went to meet humans. She had come to the city, but hiding her true identity wasn't easy. Ren could silence her wings, but she'd have to learn to suppress her hatred. Kai's weapon had returned to normal on its own, but just to reassure himself, he was about to summon the code holder once again. But just then, Ren, who was bathing, came out in a panic, and Kai's wrong sword is summoned. Ren was worried because the water in the shower wouldn't stop flowing. After a while, Ren started complaining to Kai about the human, because before, she always had to shower in cold waterfall water, and the humans shower in hot water. Their beds are also soft, but at the same time, Ren was also worried because there are always demons on the surface, and there's only destruction all around. However, after meeting Ren, Kai realizes that they're both trapped in an alternate world where history is completely opposite to their own. This means they must find a way to return to their own world. Feeling sorry for her, Kai apologizes to Rin, saying, "Perhaps I'm the one who will have to take her place in this world." Meanwhile, Saki is about to be killed by a demon. Kai had killed the demon on that very moment. He had also saved Ashuran from being completely turned to stone. Kai tells everyone to use water on the demons, as their bodies are made of stone, and when the stone absorbs water, they will be unable to fly. Two demons then attack Kai. Kai dodges them and delivers a powerful blow, killing them both. Ashuran and Saki arrive just as Kai confronts Ren, and they ask what kind of battle Kai was using, which even defeated magic, and how Kai was fighting the demon with his bare hands. Kai tells them that he is from that world where humans had that great war Cheetah, and he has learned all this from there. Both of them are unable to believe Kai's words. Then Asheron gets a report that two demons have escaped, and now since the underground place has been revealed, then probably soon there will be a huge attack of demons. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Kai and Asheron decide to take Saki and Ren to the Rebel Army headquarters. The Erda Federation's Rebel Army headquarters is located in the old capital, which was destroyed long ago by the demons. The demons would never even think of having a headquarters there. This idea came from the date of the formal commander, Gina, who is now retired due to injury. Now Gina takes her place and runs the Federation. During the meeting, we see that no one believes Kai's words, that there is a world where humans won the Great War. Then Gina asks Kai, "That day you were talking to her as if you knew me. So according to your story, what was our relationship in that world?" Kai tells that we both were childhood friends, and she often used to tell Kai that he has to become like Ugg and Kerr
her. Gina gets surprised on hearing these two names. The nervousness on her face was visible to everyone. Gina cancels the meeting and leaves. A few moments later, Fallon comes to Kai's room and asks Renee and Kai to come with her. Saki tells them about Kai's technique, which helped him defeat the demon. They don't believe Kai's story, but they can trust his technique. Fallon brought both of them to Gina. We see Gina, whose cheeks make us believe that Gina is a girl, and Fallon also knew this already. Gina says that Kai knows the nicknames of her father and grandfather, but that does not mean that they will believe their story. But they need Kai's knowledge and battle IQ to eliminate the demons who had fled from here. If they succeed in doing this, then there will be no threat to their underground city. In return, Kai will be given a good price. But according to Rin, doing this will make the situation worse, as by doing this, the other demons can also come to know about humans and others. There is no other option. Kai says that they should target the demon's hero, Vanessa. Kai knew very well that if anything can defeat Vanessa, then it is the Isekai'd tailwork coat holder. Gina finds this impossible. Kai says that only he and Rin will go to kill Vanessa.
Fallon asks whether he would take so much risk for them. The answer was very clear that Kai has no interest in this world, but he saw Saki and Ashura risking their lives here, and if somehow he manages to escape from this world, so he wouldn't be able to meet Saki and Ashura there. Kai had a good plan to face the demon. Demons don't take humans seriously. Most of their forces are on the border. The royal capital only has 10% of the demons. So according to Kai's plan, while he and Rin are facing Vanessa, the rebel army will handle the remaining demons. But this was easier said than done. Before reaching the royal capital, almost all of their army would have been destroyed. Then Fallon tells about a secret underground passage that runs directly beneath the capital palace. This passage was built for the royal family, about which not only the demons, but even the civilians are not aware. Gina was shocked to hear this. Why did she not know about such a tunnel? Fallon tells that 15 years ago, Gina's father had thought of doing this, but there was no hope that they would be able to defeat Vanessa, and being a father, he gave his daughter, it didn't seem right to put them in danger. Forgetting this, preparations for attack began. Meanwhile, Rin was talking to herself. She said that she doesn't like demons at all. They are treacherous, and she doesn't like spirits because they are dangerous. Mythical beasts are very nasty, celestials are very stubborn, and she dislikes humans because they are weak. But Rin is made up of all four of these. For this, she hates herself the most. But Kai was different from everyone else for her. He did not reject her. Kai accepted her. For this, Rin always wants to stay with Kai. Sometime after this, Gina's rebel army sets out to attack through the tunnel, and Kai had also brought Saki and Ashuran with him. Saki was the most scared because she has the responsibility of defeating Vanessa. Kai trusts Saki and Ashuran the most in this world, and so he brought them with him. Rin caresses Saki's head, which makes her feel better. Rin says that she is very strong and will defeat Vanessa, but she's not saying this with full confidence, but she says that if Vanessa overpowers her, she will destroy Vanessa along with herself.
Everyone took Ren's statement as a joke. Assurance said that he was also scared because there were so many of them that the demons might notice them, but this was not possible because demons can only sense magic. Assurance said that he was very nervous, but if they defeated the demons, they would be famous in the world and people would worship them. After some time, the rebel army was standing right below the castle. Gina's speech further emboldens the rebel army, and the humans launch a fierce attack on the demons. Kai had not expected such a situation in the royal capital. Due to the humans' attack, some demons emerge and attack the rebel army. Kai kills one of them, but now the number of demons has doubled. Demons are coming here through summoning. Ren signals Kai, and Kai pretends to kill all the demons at once. Undercover, Ren, evading everyone's gaze, destroys all the demons with thunder magic. Ren senses Vanessa on top of the castle. The rebel army is divided into two groups. One group will stop the demons from entering the castle, and the other will free the humans imprisoned by the demons. And the main force is going inside the castle to confront Vanessa. Meanwhile, Fallon asks Kai about the bullet with which he killed all the demons. Kai tells her that it is his most powerful bullet, but Fallon did not believe him. She noticed that Kai had not even pulled the trigger. Fallon was suspicious of Rin. Then, Gina reminds Kai that he has to confront Vanessa. Suddenly, Rin stops everyone. She sees an imib who was summoning a big demon. Suddenly, a big demon is summoned there. It had caught a soldier in its hands. Fallon cuts his finger. Fallon tells everyone to move forward, but Gina was worried about her. Fallon says that this is just a toy for her, and the demons also started gathering. The other group also saved the captured humans. On the other side, as soon as she reaches the floor, suddenly a strong thunder attack occurs on Gina. Kai was very worried, but we see that nothing has happened to Gina. Gina Gina's armor is made of element garment on which no kind of magic works. The Demon who had done this attack was standing right in front of Gina. Gina stops there to face him.